Okay, first off, I want to thank everybody for the support I got on the last video. I know 400 views might not seem a lot, but the overall reception of the last video got really helped me get this video out quicker. But I'm not just here to blow myself the whole video. That made me seem like an asshole. Today, I'm bringing you part 2 of the Pro Wrestling Iceberg made by Florida Boy 91 on Reddit. I'm gonna knock out the next 2 chunks of this iceberg, but let me know if you guys want me to just finish the rest of the chart in part 3. I'm down to make a long ass video. Chris Benoit, Chris Candido cuckold. Long story short, Chris Candido dated Sunny, but during that time, she was allegedly sleeping with everybody in the locker room. More specifically, members of the clique. Let's be real, she was fucking Shawn Michaels.
She belongs to the streets.
The hardcore title is the old WWF belt. The hardcore championship belt that Mr. McMahon gave Mick Foley in 1998 is the old Winged Eagle model belt that Mr. Perfect smashed in his feud with Hulk Hogan with the hardcore championship written in marker. Fun fact, not only is this one of my favorite belt designs, but it's also the inspiration of the Duncanville Smash Championship, one of the most prestigious belts in Duncanville, Texas. AJ Styles' flat earth beliefs. This is from the theory that AJ Styles believes that the earth is flat, but upon doing some research, turns out that he stated on his Twitch that he only thought the idea was interesting, not that he actually believed the earth is flat. The McMahon family are actors. This seems to be just a theory, but judging how bizarre WWE is, I wouldn't even put it past them. The Jimmy Superfly Snuka murder charges. Snuka was accused of murdering his girlfriend Nancy Argentino in 1983 in Allentown, Pennsylvania, but wasn't arrested or charged until 30 years later. McMahon accompanied Snuka to his second follow-up interview with detectives. At that meeting, by all accounts, Vince did most of the talking, and after that meeting, no one really continued prying into the case. Nancy's sister alleges that a WWE representative called her mother, offering the family $25,000 to keep quiet. Bret Hart's Sunny Days. As mentioned before, Sunny was known for smashing mostly everybody in the locker room. In a promo, Bret Hart was calling out Shawn Michaels as the Heartbreak Kid appeared on the Titantron. HBK says the line,
Listen here, even though lately you've had some sunny days, my friend, you still can't get the job done.
Which legit threw Bret off guard, accusing Bret of smashing Sunny. Cranky Vince. This was a parody Twitter account around 2014 that spoofed Vince McMahon while also leaking confidential information about the WWE. Many thought JBL was the person behind the account because a tweet that was posted word for word at the exact same time. According to Reddit, it was a guy named Cody, but who cares, this was a long time ago. Ahmed Johnson's rental car. When Ahmed Johnson won the Intercontinental Championship, somebody scratched "Congratulations" N-word on his rental car. Nobody found out who it was, but Johnson believed it was either Austin or a jealous Shawn Michaels. Pillman's got a gun. Honestly, one of my favorite segments in wrestling history. This shit is crazy, so I'm gonna take my time with this one. Okay, so in 1996, WWF was looking for a more edgier product, something that they could rival WCW was doing on the other channel with the New World Order. Stone Cold Steve Austin was being built up as a badass, someone who can push the envelope when it comes to edgy content. Skipping ahead a little bit, Austin brutally attacked Brian Pillman, a member of the Hart Foundation, and kayfabe injured his ankle with a steel chair. At the same time, Pillman needed injury on his ankle anyways because of a car accident. On the November 4th episode of Raw, the WWF camera crew were filming live at Pillman's house, interviewing him about the attack. Keep in mind that Brian Pillman's gimmick at the time was that he was crazy and unhinged. Hearing that Pillman was at home, Austin wanted to pull up on him. The camera eventually cut back to Pillman, who had a gun ready to blow Austin's top off. This Raw almost got pulled off the air, but was necessary to give the WWF that much needed adult feel at the time and helped to bring forth the Attitude Era. Psycho Sid shit himself. Yep, he shit himself at WrestleMania 13 against The Undertaker. Damn, that's nasty. Lex Luger killed Miss Elizabeth. Lex was in an abusive relationship with Elizabeth, who according to reports died from acute toxicity brought on by a mix of painkillers and vodka. Her death was ruled an accident, although Luger was initially arrested when a search of the house revealed that a large amount of illegal substances was in the residence. He was charged with numerous felony counts of drug possession, which he reportedly pled guilty to and received 5 years of probation and a fine. SmackDown vs. Raw Online, a canceled video game series. Look out for more video game entries coming up in later parts of this video. Psycho Sid Squirrel. Psycho Sid had a pet squirrel he would bring backstage. He was dared one day to put the squirrel in his pants and got bit in the nuts. Then later he had to get a rabies shot and stitches. Yo, Sid is not getting no love in his iceberg chart. Shawn Michaels' back injury was exaggerated. It seems as if Shawn Michaels' career-ending back injury was exaggerated because of how when he came back he performed some of the biggest stunts in matches he's ever done. Some say this was an excuse to get out of his contract. Crime Time's title shot. Crime Time, I believe, won a title opportunity back in 2009 against Jericho, but creative switched plans and had DX come and take the belts off of him instead. This would mean we would never ever see Crime Time win a gold in the WWE. Rest in peace to Shad Gaspard. How did Paul White survive that fall? In WCW's Monster Truck Deathmatch, or whatever it was called, Hulk Hogan fought the Giant off the top of the building as he fell to his death. Of course, he was back in a week later. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. John Cena won the Royal Rumble 2005. John Cena and Batista were the last two entrants in the Royal Rumble match. Both men went out the ring and hit at the exact same time. This wasn't planned. McMahon came out furious and tore both his quads getting into the ring. Yep, a real quad tear, double, and ordered the match be restarted, in which Batista won. I guess this entry is saying that Batista's hit first? Screwed, the Bret Hart story. This was a scrap name and idea for Bret Hart's DVD that would have only focused on the negative aspects of his career, like the Montreal Screwjob, kind of like how they hold the Ultimate Warrior. Rita Chatterton. Rita Chatterton, or Rita Marie, was the WWE's first female referee, and she also accused Vince McMahon of sexual molestation. Because of this, she was written out of WWE history. Damn, Vince, this is like the second accusation on this list, bro. Come on, man. The Undertaker's fear of cucumbers. The Undertaker just doesn't like cucumbers. He claims it's not a fear, just a disliking. But according to a story from Jim Cornette, he cannot stand cucumbers. I saw The Undertaker throw up all over the Waffle House because there was a cucumber floating in his iced tea. And according to Bruce Hart, Owen Hart stuffed a cucumber in his pants and used it on The Undertaker because he knew he was afraid. This got me thinking, if The Undertaker gets his power from the urn, then why couldn't they just use the cucumber, like kryptonite? Thanks again, guys, for watching. Make sure you chop that like button and leave any suggestions you have for video topics below. And if you're not down with that, your mom's a hoe.